Thank you for joining us for the sales training. As you proceed through the following video, we will cover all the items you need to be sales certified by NetConnect. Welcome to the NetConnect partnership. We're excited to have you. Welcome to the NetConnect sales training. Our primary focus of this training is to make it so you are ready to sell NetConnect. When we talk about NetConnect as a product, it's important that you understand where it came from, have an overview of what we're really trying to achieve with our product. Then, what exactly does it do? From a functionality perspective, can it do this? Can it do that? And ultimately, while we might understand all of these points, the most important thing for us to understand is who's going to buy NetConnect, who's our ideal profile. And ultimately, when we're ready to sell it, how do we quote it? What are licensing options? We'll briefly touch on all of these aspects around the NetConnect solution, and our end goal is to make it easy for you to deliver an exemplary sales experience to your customers. NetConnect allows users to connect to their office environment from anywhere using any device. Essentially, this means your customers are carrying access to their office in their pocket and can do everything they do in the office from their iPhone, Android tablet, or even a public computer. When users open NetConnect, all their office applications are presented to them in a simple screen. With one single click, they can access their Office PC or applications and have the screen displayed on their device. Then they can seamlessly interact with the remote computer just as if they were in front of it. NetConnect is secure, simple to install, and very easy to use. Again, users can connect from their iPhone, iPad, or any Android device with our mobile app, which includes a soft mouse as well as a soft keyboard. Your customers can also connect securely from any computer using any web browser. Remember, with NetConnect, no data ever leaves the customer's network, so that there is no risk of losing any sensitive data if the device is lost or stolen. As a result, end users enjoy all the benefits of cloud solutions without the need for a complex and sometimes expensive migration. Furthermore, NetConnect also allows your customers to enable BYOD, policies of the organization, so that staff can bring their devices of choice to work without risk. As no data is actually stored on the device, in the event when an employee leaves the organization, access to any sensitive data is canceled as soon as their local account is deactivated. Let's talk a little bit more about what NetConnect is and how does it work. Simply put, NetConnect is a web server that allows network traffic to be sent across the internet in a web-enabled format, connecting servers and PCs to mobile devices or web browsers. As a result, NetConnect transforms any technical resources on a network into web-enabled resources. This diagram will explain a little bit about how NetConnect works. On the right-hand side is your customer's network, with the resources controlled and managed by a Microsoft environment. NetConnect sits in the middle. It's installed between the customer's network and the internet and acts as a secure gateway and web-enabling solution to ensure that all required resources are available remotely. All traffic is then transitioning over the internet in SSL encrypted format to ensure your customer's data is safe and secure. As I mentioned earlier, NetConnect does not require any technical migration. Instead, NetConnect is installed within an existing environment and enables mobility for selected users on selected applications without changing anything on their existing infrastructure. The simplicity of this deployment design is one of the strongest value points of NetConnect. Users are also enabled to print directly to their local printer. NetConnect avoids the complexities usually associated with printing on remote access deployments by changing the philosophy. The document is printed to a PDF file, which is automatically transferred and printed to the local printer. This avoids all of the technical nightmares of printer redirection and ensures that NetConnect is automatically compatible with all printers in the network. Next, let's talk about how NetConnect is installed. NetConnect is installed as a separate server in the customer environment. The deployment of choice is to install NetConnect on a virtual server in the customer's environment. NetConnect is compatible with most common hypervisors. NetConnect is also compatible with most cloud providers, including AWS and Microsoft Azure. Finally, for large deployments, NetConnect can be deployed on specific appliances that offer high availability options. Many times we're asked, well, how long does it take? A typical installation does not require any specific deployment or configuration on the end user's devices. Users can just download the free apps and start using the remote computers as soon as the installation is completed. Alternatively, users can also simply access a web browser in order to access their environment. NetConnect is able to integrate with the customer's Active Directory so that all access rights are already in place and remain active as they're consistently updated with Active Directory. Deployment and support for NetConnect is completed by our certified partners and usually takes between a couple of hours to a day from start to finish, depending on the size of the organization. Northbridge additionally provides free online technical certification to ensure partners are fully trained on deploying and supporting NetConnect for their customers. Additionally, Northbridge support engineers are also available to assist remotely either before, during, or after installation. Next, let's talk about who needs NetConnect. NetConnect has been designed for small to medium businesses that want to enjoy the benefits of mobility and get more benefit from their mobile devices. Our experience with the growing market of mobile business apps indicates strong customer demand to be able to work from anywhere using their personal devices. Many solutions today require a complete migration of data to the cloud and brand new solutions. This becomes a significant risk for small businesses as they are often reluctant to change their IT environment, because migrations can be costly and very risky and often can mean the need to retrain every user on the new solution. With NetConnect, office-bound users do not need to change the way they work, and mobile workers can access their office environment from anywhere using their mobile phone or iPad. Hence our favorite phrase, work is an activity, not a place. Some use case scenarios for NetConnect are customers who are having remote or temporary staff, customers wanting to use any device of choice to deploy BYOD, customers requiring mobility for in-house staff, customers who want to move to the cloud, such as hosted servers or AWS, customers looking to deploy desktop virtualization or thin client setups, customers wanting to have access to multiple servers or applications from a single device, and ultimately, customers that have started a migration to cloud services like Office 365 and find they are stuck with a couple of applications that are not quite cloud ready. So what are some of the typical use cases for these customers? Most customers use NetConnect to access their servers and applications on-premise. This is the most common scenario, enabling mobility for their users in a heartbeat. In this case, NetConnect is set up to provide not only access to all applications, but also the user's desktop PC, truly extending their office to their pocket. Typically, these will be your customers that have started migrating some of their data to the cloud or have been considering this move, but are worried about losing ownership of their data and want to control where the files are stored. Other customers, however, like to use NetConnect to access their cloud servers. After a cloud migration, whether connecting to AWS, Azure, or any other infrastructure as a service environments, customers often find that connectivity is more difficult than it sounded at first. NetConnect solves this problem for them, offering all applications in a simple web format from a single location. Now that we've talked generally over the concept of how users and small companies may be using NetConnect, let's talk about it from more of an enterprise perspective. From an enterprise perspective, many of the existing solutions on the market today require changes to your existing environment, complex environment additions, and complex pricing, licensing, and structuring in order to enable mobility for your entire organization. When considering NetConnect from an enterprise perspective, one of the easiest points of conversation is about the fact that you have to make no changes to your existing infrastructure. By placing the NetConnect virtual appliance in your network without changing any of the other outline configuration, you've immediately enabled the mobility gateway, allowing your users to truly access any program from any device. When you consider that, and you expand it further to the use case for the enterprise, this enables them to truly have a remote access solution that is easy for their users. At the same time, just because we're implementing a easy-to-use access solution doesn't mean you're losing security. Remember, NetConnect allows you to view and modify data, but not extract or pull data out of the remote environment onto the local device. This allows you to maintain that easy any-device access without compromising security. Many companies now find themselves in a either hybrid state or a fear of migrating to cloud services. Oftentimes, key business processes, programs, applications, or files or software There's a desire to move them to the cloud, but there's concerns about once they are moved to a cloud, which is a more complex environment, how will our users access it? When you consider these types of challenges, many companies simply decide to give up or move all the way. One of the advantages of using NetConnect is there's an easy-to-use solution that accesses the environment regardless of whether it's on your physical premise, in a cloud, or a hybrid of both solutions. Rather than forcing your end users to use VPNs or tunnel in through physical connections that you get from your telecom carrier, the NetConnect software allows those users to log into the cloud and premise environment just as if they were sitting at their desk in the office. This truly provides a seamless and easy-to-use cloud access solution, ultimately delivering on that promise that we've all been looking for from the cloud, the ease of use from anywhere at any time. Another major use case for enterprises when it comes to NetConnect is considering the idea of mobility. When large enterprises consider mobility, and they consider concepts such as bring your own device, internet mobility policies, privacy policies, where do we store our data, do we use applications like Dropbox or Google Drive, how do we solve all of these issues? Many times, in order to implement these policies, IT departments have gone down a road of establishing strict controls and rules about what devices can be used and how, oftentimes burdening themselves more with working on end-user devices and providing complex or expensive hardware on behalf of the enterprise to enable those key individuals that require mobility. By implementing NetConnect, it requires no configuration of the end-user device, and it can be done from any device. As a result, it allows companies to easily establish a bring your own device policy, or a bring your simple, unconfigured, cheap, inexpensive device policy. Whatever the policy is, by implementing it through a NetConnect solution, it allows you the simple ease of use with a low cost and minimal configuration within your network. This allows an enterprise to more gracefully manage and offer mobility services to their users and customers, but also maintain controls in an easy-to-manage environment that don't require complex licensing or physical hardware structure to make it work. So let's talk about who's using NetConnect today. NetConnect is used every day by over 10,000 users worldwide and is supported by over 100 partners on 4 continents. Our customers' profiles vary from large hospitals to education organizations, government, and law enforcement. The majority of our customers are small businesses under 50 users, and they are using NetConnect to remain in touch with their offices wherever they are in the world. A good portion of our customers also use NetConnect after migrating most of their data to the cloud and use NetConnect to access their sensitive legacy applications that cannot be migrated for security or policy reasons, such as HIPAA or PCI compliance. With NetConnect, they are able to provide a type of access equivalent to any cloud solutions without asking the customer to change their workplace. Now that we've talked about some of the who, what, where, when, why, etc., let's talk about what it costs and how do we license it for the organization in a way that makes the most sense for you. For our small to medium organizations, all licenses are sold on a per month, per named user basis. You can also purchase them on a yearly basis, or for those customers who prefer outright purchases, you can also purchase a lifetime access to a license and only purchase additional support each year after that is needed. For customers that are looking for more than 25 licenses, we also have pricing for concurrent licensing. This allows them to have more than one user logging in while utilizing a single license. This allows customers with large groups of people to share those resources and still have effective access methods and make NetConnect scalable for the enterprise. When we look at the use of licenses, the monthly option is truly a no-contract, pay-as-you-go each month option. We find this is often a great gateway in order to introduce customers to the value of the solution. With the virtual appliance required to run the software being free on all methods of subscription, it allows them a minimum entry point to proceed. Once you've evolved beyond that, you can choose the option that is best suited for your customer. Ultimately, your discount is the same as a partner regardless of what method they use to purchase the software, whether it be concurrent or recurring or named user. Now, let's talk a little bit about some of the NetConnect sales tools. We are constantly adding marketing material to our portal. When granted access, you will find case studies, brochures, slide decks, videos, and of course, access to our demo environments. All of these are accessible from the partner portal. If you cannot find exactly what you need, or you need some additional material created, just reach out to your account manager, and we will work with you to make sure you have all that you need to be successful. To demonstrate the functionality of NetConnect, our demo environment is available 24/7. There are several ways to access this demo environment. One way to demonstrate our solution is to download our mobile app to your device and demonstrate to the customer how easy it is to connect. You can also use any web browser and connect to netconnectdemo.com. When you demonstrate these applications to your users, you can demonstrate specific applications by clicking on them, or you can also demonstrate an entire Windows desktop by clicking on Desktop. This gets your prospect thinking about the wide range of use applications and enables you to immediately begin to broaden the discussion about uses of NetConnect. On that topic, let's talk about how we can engage our customers. Of course, in a short amount of time, you will develop your own style that fits you best. But until then, here are a few suggestions that we would like to offer. NetConnect is an innovative, affordable, and simple mobility solution. Ideal customers are companies that have a number of servers on premise, but desire to be less desk-bound and are looking at mobility solutions. Chances are your existing customers already need it, and most likely, here's where you will find the low-hanging fruit. Some good discussion starters might be things like, did you know you can work with your mobile phone when out of the office? Would you like to allow your staff to work from home without taking the risks of data leakage? How do your mobile workers work with your office staff? Do your salespeople or technicians need to access business applications in the office? Do you have any remote sites? How do you allow them to connect to their environment? Do you have any off-site workers that need to access specific information? Finally, if you are talking with a customer who seems to be worried about moving to the cloud, would you like to get the benefits of the cloud without the risks of losing your data and without the need to migrate? Most importantly, be creative. Run marketing programs and work together with your business development manager to address your customer base specifically. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us for this training. As a partner-led organization, our success is focused around your success. Please don't hesitate to let us know if there's other questions we can answer, services we can provide, or things we can do to help enable your sales better. As always, we are interested in helping you succeed in order to help us succeed. We are always available for support, webinars, live demos, and creation of additional material as needed. Thank you again for joining us, and happy selling.